Hello everyone, myself Sujit Sali, lecturer in Mechanical Engineering Department. So here today we'll be learning about steam boiler, which is the second unit in the subject Applied Thermal Engineering. So in this particular video, we'll be covering regarding the concept. So what do you mean by a steam boiler and its definition? So here we'll be seeing IBR, that is an Indian Boiler Regulation. So how this IBR has been set, and then we'll go through the classification of boilers. So what are the different how the boilers are classified based on their working, based on their capacity, and then finally we'll end this video by seeing what are the functions of a boiler. So first let's go through the concept of steam boiler. So what is a steam boiler? Actually it is a device, or we can say an apparatus, which is used to create steam by applying heat energy to water. So here you can see here on the right side, this is one normal representation of a boiler. So here this whole unit we call it as a boiler. So at one there will be a furnace where the burning of coal takes place, and there will be water tubes. So whatever the water is there, that water is made to flow through these tubes, and when the coal is burnt, here you can see when the coal is burnt, heat is produced, and this heat is made to pass, okay, or heat passes through these tubes. So what happens? Whatever the water is there into the tubes, so that gets converted into steam. So it absorbs heat that is coming out from the burning of coal, and that heat what it does, it converts the water into steam, and whatever the steam that is formed on the surface of the water tube, or on the surface of the water here inside the tubes, that will be taken out for further application. So this is normally how a simple working example of a boiler. So what is the purpose of a boiler? Same way, the purpose is just what to produce steam, so that whatever the steam produced, that can be used for further various applications. So here whatever the steam that has been produced in the boiler, so that will be used to run the turbines, so which help in generating the power, right? So these are also used, whatever the boilers are there, they are also used for producing hot water for hot water supplies. So you can see this is a small animation here. This is another type of boiler, which is a horizontal one. This is a vertical one. So you can see here a coal is burnt. So whatever the heat is produced due to burning of coal, that is made to pass through these tubes, and the surrounding, whatever the surrounding is there, it is covered by water. So when the heat passes through these tubes, so what the water which is surrounded by these tubes get heated, and water gets converted into steam. So whatever that steam that is found on the upper surface of this water, that will be taken out for further application. So this is how actually a a steam boiler works. So next let's go through what is this Indian boiler regulation. So here this Indian boiler regulation is a law of India. Okay, it governs design, manufacture, installation, and operation of all these steam producing vessels, or simply we can say them as steam boilers. So you can, if you consider steam boilers, so these steam boilers will be a very high pressure vessels. They will be operating at very high pressure. Hence, they are required to be operated within safe pressure limits, right? And they have to be regularly maintained. What we can say, a maintenance has to be kept regularly. Okay, so to ensure full safety of working of these boilers, so whatever the government of India is there, they have made some rules and regulations, and that comes under what we can say it as an Indian Boiler Act. Okay, so whatever the this Indian Boiler Regulation is there, which is formed by the government of India under Indian Boiler Act, so that will be what they will be forming some standard rules and regulations which has to be followed by all the manufacturers. So here we'll just go through what are the objectives of Indian boiler regulation. So these objectives will be set by the board members, which are formed to regulate all these activities. So here the main objective is to safety of life, limb and property. So whatever these boilers are there, they will be working at very high pressure conditions. So if they are not maintained properly, the problem arises that they might explode, and when it explodes there will be a problem, or there will be a danger to property as well as life. So these objectives are set by Indian boiler regulation. So they create a board. So the boards, what they do, they formulate all the rules and regulations which has to be followed by all the manufacturing industries, or manufacturer of boilers. So these Indian boiler regulation, they provide for the examination and appointment of boiler inspectors. So here they also provide for the inspection of boiler. So this is very important concept here, because boiler has to be inspected in a regular period of time. so that whatever the period of time is there, that will be set by the Indian boiler regulation. Okay, so here the inspector will check various inspection, that is hydraulic test. He'll go through various tests. It is hydraulic test, steam test, annual inspection. Okay, and based on that he'll be issuing a certificate. Okay, so that certificate provides that the whatever the boiler is there, that is working under very good condition, and that certificate will be having a expiry date. So before that expiry date, again they have to inspect that boiler. So this objective of Indian boiler regulation is also provide for the enforcement of the rule. Okay, and they also provide for inspection certificate. That is what, when the final inspection is done, certificate is issued by the Indian boiler regulation agencies, by the inspectors to the company, manufacturing company, that the boiler is safe to run, and they'll be having a, what we can say, end date of that inspection, or end date of that certificate. So before that, again they have to renew the certificate by again various inspection. So that is regarding Indian boiler regulation. So now let's go through what are the different classification of boilers. So what are the types of boilers? So, and boilers can be classified according to the position of water and hot gases. That is, it can be a water tube boiler or it can be a fire tube boiler. So in water tube boiler, whatever the water is there, that will be flowing inside the tubes. And in fire tube boiler, the fire or the heat gases or hot gases will be flowing through the tubes. And then we have according to water circulation, so whether it is a natural circulation or forced circulation. Natural circulation in the sense, to circulate the water into the boiler, no external component is required or mechanical component is required. In case of forced circulation, to supply the water from the storage to the boiler, there has to be some external force, for example pump. Okay, and then according to position of furnace, so whether it is internally fired or externally fired. So whatever the firing of coal is there, whether it is internally fired or externally fired. And then according to the use, so whether it is a stationary boiler, whether it is a portable boiler, locomotive boiler or marine boiler. And then according to the position of boiler, so whether it is a horizontal boiler, vertical boiler, or it is inclined boiler. And then according to the number of tubes. Okay, so whatever the tubes will be there, whether it is water tubes or fire tubes, so how many numbers are there, so based on that there are single tube boiler or multi tube boiler. So these are the classifications. And then finally function. So the main function is what is to produce, the function of main function of the boiler is to produce steam. How that steam is produced? Okay, so whatever the heat is there produced by the combustion of fuel, so fuel here used is as a coal, so that heats up the water and the steam is generated. Okay, so the same way, the another function is that to supply the steam, okay, at required pressure with its quality, either dry or superheated, to further application. So whenever steam is produced in the boiler, it will be in either dry or superheated form, and that steam has to be supplied to further application. For example, that steam is supplied to turbine, where the turbine is run and a power output is produced. Okay, so here in this video we have covered regarding the definition and concept of boiler. So what do you mean by boiler, why it is used, and then we have gone through Indian boiler regulation. So why the Indian boiler regulation has been formed, so that to take care of whatever, to take care of the boilers manufacturing companies, so that they are working in very good condition. Okay, so these IBR will be forming some rules and regulation that has to be followed by all the manufacturers of boilers. And then we have gone through the classification of boilers. So based on its working, whether it is water tube boiler, fire tube boiler, based on its circulation, there are various types of boilers has been classified. And then finally we have gone through what is the function. So the main function is to producing steam from water and supplying that steam to further application. Thank you.